Hallo.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I feel vulgar.
I am Otter.
I'm Weasel.
And we are
Weasel.
Furry Thoughts number
10.
10. We are gonna talk about video games because video games.
Yes, and you know what else is very interesting?
No.
Refrigerators.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. They cool your food and drinks.
They're pretty cool. So yeah, refrigerators are cool. We are going to talk about Mortal Kombat 10 today.
Yep, that's it. Only Mortal Kombat. You know why? Because we like it.
Bye!
Otter is out of the building. We're also going to talk about Kingdom Hearts, the new one, 2.5 HD Remix.
Shortly about Google's world domination as well.
Yes, and we're also going to talk about the rumors of
EEE. EEE, also known as E3.
Yes.
Just E3, it's not known as EEE. I'm just kidding.
It sounds like a battery.
EEE batteries?
Yeah.
Triple E batteries.
Triple E.
We're gonna talk about a record he talked about last week, Watch Dogs. So I'll shortly. Also about the Wii U, which we've been bashing a little bit the last couple of weeks. And also about a really weird story about 2 teen girls in Slenderman.
Of course, in a country we all know.
America! Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
But let's start out with Google. I told you, they're spending billions on satellites and drones, it seems. For what? For the sole reason to bring more internet to the people.
World domination.
Yes. Google, just imagine the freaking money Google has.
Thank you.
Just imagine all the money those guys have, man.
Way too much.
They're investing in
money.
satellites, possibly on drones and also balloons, all to get more wireless connections. I'm not even kidding.
Hey, do you have new wireless connection? Why? Yeah, you seem to have a balloon above your house.
LOL.
I'm picturing like a red balloon just floating above your house. Yeah, I got free Wi-Fi now.
Yeah, so last week we talked about a driverless car, now satellites. What's next?
World domination.
Nukes?
I think tanks is the right step.
Google sponsored nukes with tanks with Wi-Fi.
And of course, Google Glass is included.
Yeah, I think Google cup holders in our tanks.
Google couple?
Cup holders.
Oh.
A cup holder in your tank, come on. It's
How about this?
2014.
The Google couple.
You can just, if you're into threesomes, you can just buy a couple.
Yep. Google couple. Now available at www.google/livingyourdarkestfantasies.org.
You're a perverted fuck.
Yeah.
But I still love you.
Yeah.
Hold me.
Nope.
Okay. Will you hold me now?
Nope.
Okay. Fair enough. What do we talk about next?
Oh, let's talk about some of the E3 rumors.
Sure?
Yes.
You don't want to do Mortal Kombat or Kingdom Hearts first? I mean, the E3 is a big bulk of the video.
Well.
And we can make people...
curious? Bi-curious?
Yes! Exactly. You are getting what I'm aiming at.
But what are you aiming at, exactly?
At your balls.
Kingdom Hearts
HD
Remix.
2.5 Remix.
I know. Oh, they could. No, I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Don't do it for your beloved game.
Nope.
Don't ruin it.
As you all may have heard by now, my favorite game of all time is Kingdom Hearts. And I have to make an honest remark on that. I only played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. So, for you
Oh my god, you didn't play the mobile ones, you didn't play the PSP ones,
know.
you're not a real fan,
I
fuck
know,
you.
I'm not a real fan. Nope, I'm not a real fan. I love the games. So, they announced this year, on December the 2nd, they're gonna release a new Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix title. And this title includes scenes from Recoded. Yes, I can barely even
read your own handwriting.
Yeah, it's getting weird actually now.
Lol.
And of course,
I think he just can't read. I mean, he was just making up
I am
excuses
alphabetic.
every week. He just can't read.
I am an alphabetic.
We found it. Weasel.
Alphabetic, is that a word?
Weasel is illiterate.
Yes, what he says.
How ironic.
Especially with his music in the background, like yes,
But go on.
quite.
But go on,
Yes.
Mr. Weasel.
And it also includes the full Kingdom Hearts 2 mix. I loved Kingdom Hearts 2. Did you? By the way, have you ever played Kingdom Hearts before? Just answer in the comments, please. Thank you. And it also includes the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep final mix. So it's gonna be very mixy, very final, very HD, and very Kingdom Hearts. What do you want? We want Kingdom Hearts final mix 2 HD.
Okay.
Of course I have anything to add to that. I have started playing Kingdom Hearts when I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of Kingdom Hearts for me.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts,
Don't forget to mention what you think about the HD remix as well.
Yes. I first played Kingdom Hearts when I was 11, I guess. Yes.
9 years ago? No, 10? 10-ish?
10-ish years ago. It was a hard game for me to finish. I finished it in over 3 months. I wasn't a good gamer back then. Still not. So
Hey, we got games in all sorts and varieties, my friend.
I know. But yeah, the HD one.
Look up some other music in the meantime. I'm not digging it. Just keep talking.
Yeah, sure. The HD remix. Well, first of all, I think, for my personal opinion, that HD remixes are a little bit like a way to say, hey, we got the game for you again, but now it's a HD. Just buy it. It looks better. It looks better. Just buy it. Do it. Like, seriously, do it. I think it's weird. Every time I saw like an HD remix coming out of Kingdom Hearts, I was like, nah, not gonna buy it. Not worth my money.
But how about this one? Includes 2 games, scenes from another one, and and there are 2 games in there you haven't played or seen. Well, you have seen something.
I see something of them. Well, I think it makes me curious though, because I have seen some trailers, of course, of Kingdom Hearts and other fan fictions, so I never could figure out which one were the real ones.
Yeah.
So I got my mind all twisted up. But I'm doubting if I should buy it. First of all, I'm kind of waiting to buy a PS4 to play Kingdom Hearts 3, because that's the sole reason I would buy a fucking PS4, just for Kingdom Hearts.
Hey, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's usually how it works for most people, buying a console for that one exclusive and then just buy fun games on the side.
Yes. So that's my plan of that.
So
but what do you think?
You're not gonna buy the HD remix for PS3?
I have no idea actually. I'm not fully convinced about that.
I'm curious about the pricing, because usually when it comes out as a
34
remix,
euros, I guess.
Yeah.
Like in that particular.
It's usually not 60 or 50. So
No, it's not a full game, of course.
No. Well, it is. It's 2 full games actually.
Yeah, but HD remastered.
But it's like old games. That's true.
What do you think about HD remixes actually? Because you have from
It,
Halo you have HD remixes, right?
You had Halo Anniversary, which is a remake of the very first one from 2001.
Yeah.
Which was very freaking cool. I bought it just for nostalgia's sake.
Mm-hmm.
But that was, in your argument, you could say the same. Like, if you already bought the game, it's not really that new. They had some new stuff, like new multiplayer maps and online options, but it wasn't really that new. The only cool thing was, what I thought was really cool, is that in-game you could flick a switch, like what's the game, Monkey Island, and then you could switch from old to new graphics while playing.
Really?
Yeah, that was really fucking cool in Halo. But, like you said, it is a bit like, hey, here's the game once again in a new coat.
It takes away the nostalgic feeling.
No, not for me.
Nee?
No, it might ruin the magic a bit, because it feels more commercial, but still the nostalgia doesn't drop for me. But in this case, I would be more in favor of it. I mean, they're giving you more than one game, and probably for the price of one, so...
Yeah, but remember, the Kingdom Hearts 2 is a full game, of course, but Birth by Sleep...
That's also a full game.
Yeah, but...
It's final mix.
Yeah, but it's not... I think it was for the PSP.
It's a PSP title,
Yeah,
but that was also a full game. That wasn't like a puzzle game like the Recoded one.
Yeah, but I'm like, if you buy there's a difference between buying a full game like Kingdom Hearts 2, actually made for consoles, like a very
of course,
very large storyline, and Kingdom Hearts for the PSP, because always they have to cut some things from the PSP because they can't make it that big instead of a console.
Oh Don't underestimate the old PSP though. That thing was pretty damn strong for its time.
Yeah, okay.
It had the strength of a PlayStation 2. I mean, GTAs came out on that, which were just as beautiful for back then, like San Andreas.
Same goes for anime fillers. I don't like them. I just want to know the main story. I'm not that interested in finding out the background of too much background of the character. I want to make my own background of it instead of a pre-written background.
Just curious. This is a little bit
off topic.
Well, it is off topic, but it's not really related. But you could see it in sort of the same way. Are you also never interested in behind-the-scenes stuff of movies, for example?
Well, I am actually. I'm particularly interested in bloopers, of course.
Yeah,
but
of course.
I'm also interested in how stuff is made. Like how did they do like certain effects? I was particularly interested in the scene of the Pirates of the Caribbean with the Kraken attacking the boat, and then all the guys of the ship like yanked away from the ship. And how did they do the explosion stuff?
How did they do that?
So I was pretty curious about that. So that's a no.
That's funny. Well, it's a yes, but a no to my question.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So you are interested.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Interesting to say the least.
Interesting.
It's interesting to say you're interested in me, like interesting in my story, interesting in you.
Yes. Very interesting. So Mortal Kombat 10. This was another one.
Get over here.
Which someone from the Socially Fun Gamers asked us to talk about.
Who?
I'm not gonna pronounce his Facebook name because I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. But you've seen the trailer as well just a minute ago. What were your first thoughts?
Wow, this looks amazing.
Your first furry thoughts.
Hi, I'm Weasel. No, I thought that was it looked fairly great, to be honest. I mean, the CGI effects were pretty good. And also...
Then rises the question.
Yes, but
was it only CGI?
It was very grim, actually. I mean, the background wasn't that bright. And you know, from the old games of Mortal Kombat, some backgrounds were a little bit brighter. But then again, it's the quality, of course. But this had a really dark feeling about it.
Yeah.
Like, they were fighting in a forest kind of environment. And yeah, it's quite kind of dark. I'm wondering if they put like a dark theme in new Mortal Kombat.
Who knows? I mean, they were always pretty grim when it comes to violence.
Yeah.
But like you said, the colors were also a little bit more varied in the past.
Yanking each other's spine out.
Yeah, exactly. Like they were always very brutal. I think they were one of the games from the 90s who stirred up some controversies in traditional media. Like, oh my god, our kids are playing this stuff.
Oh my god, a pixel is ripping out some other pixels. Generate a pixel thingy. It's fine.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 10, like we just said, is it all CGI? I think the moves are at least a real game. I mean, it looks plausible enough to be real if you just look at how they move and how they fight. Some interesting things. One, of course, is that probably X-ray moves are coming back. You probably don't know because you play the old Mortal Kombat, right? Like X-ray moves, you saw it in the trailer as well. The moment...
Pretty gore, actually.
The moment impact occurs with a move, those are special moves, by the way, you can see what happens inside the body, like bones cracking, or
fracturing.
Yeah, or organs getting mauled, whatever.
Disintegrating.
Yeah.
Ribs broken.
And another interesting thing was that at some point, Sub-Zero is the ice one, right?
Mm-hmm.
He froze, I think it was a branch of a tree, and he broke it off. And that reminded me of Injustice Gods Among Us, this superhero fighting game.
Yep.
And that you could use the environment there as well, so maybe they're implementing that from that over to the other game.
Well, I do think I've played Injustice before, and you could only pick up specific items.
Yeah, of course.
Like they were very highlighted.
You cannot pick up everything, but the idea was never used before in Mortal Kombat, so I think they're gonna try to get it from the one game to the other.
I hope so. I hope it works out, actually, because most of the time you see when games implement like a new thing, like they did with Call of Duty, moving fishes. Like
You're still not over it.
Nope. Traumatized
It's the third
by
time
that.
you mentioned it.
So I think they should really make a very good environment that you can break. You know what would be awesome, by the way? Like a Mortal Kombat game with the environment breaking down engine of Battlefield.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a little bit too much overkill for a game where you're mostly focused on two characters beating the shit out of each other?
It's fucking Mortal Kombat. What you can make it epic, more epicer. Is that a word? Now it is. to like the environment explodes and shit and crumble, and you can see people running away and they just fall over and the car runs up.
That does sound pretty awesome, but I think it's mostly awesome for us. It's pretty damn expensive for a bunch of video game makers who produce a fighting game who need to mostly focus on the controls and stuff. I think we said everything on Mortal Kombat, right? Just to move a bit.
Yeah.
Move on a bit. So Watch Dogs had some new figures which actually say more than just being the best Ubisoft title. We've got actual numbers now.
The best
They
game
sold
ever,
4
like
million
sold?
No. They sold 4 million copies in the very first week. That's the best.
Crap.
That's the best a new franchise has ever done. This is a completely new game, out of nowhere, not from an existing series, so that's pretty darn good. I mean,
You go, girl.
you do have to prove yourself, and they probably already kind of teased there's gonna come a sequel. They're gonna make a full series out of it.
I hope that the sequel. Mine. I hope that the sequel is very good, actually. Because like you last said, from Uncharted, like you see most of the time that sequels aren't that good.
Although the second one was good on that one, you said, right?
Yeah, the second one was good, but that's only for Uncharted, for me then.
Yeah, like
Mostly
I
you
said
see
last
the
time,
second,
usually
part is-
sequels are meh.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. But best new franchise, and Yves Guillemot, that's the big guy behind Ubisoft. He's very big. No, he's not that big at all. Sorry, Yves. Sorry. He expected 6.3 million by the end of the month. I think he's gonna top that pretty easily. I mean,
I'm
4
gonna
million
say-
in the first week.
I'm gonna bet €1 on this. It's gonna be 7 million, over 7 million.
Yeah, I'll take that as well. I don't think they're gonna stick at 6.3 or on below that. It's probably gonna sell a little bit less the coming weeks, but still 4 million in the first week.
It's amazing.
But there's more
third.
about sales figures. The Wii U,
Holy fucking
that
shit!
console we've batched the last couple of weeks for being so badly in sales.
You go.
Mario Kart 8 came out, and the sales figures from worldwide aren't in yet, but they are from the United Kingdom, and Nintendo's Wii U sales have risen with 666%. That's pretty badass, Nintendo. I gotta hand it to you with that kiddie console of yours.
If I would wear a hat, I would take it off for you.
Yeah. Like all those bundles with Mario Kart 8. We talked about it. Like, they're probably gonna pick up some steam with games coming out, but this is freaking insane, dude.
666.
Fucking hell. Percent. That's crazy. I mean, we don't have actual numbers yet, but still.
It's quite an extraordinary thing.
It's an
to
extraordinary
witness.
number. Jesus
Yeah.
fuck. Super Smash Bros. Is coming out later this year, and we're gonna talk about more Nintendo stuff when we talk about E3 in a minute, so... Like I said before, don't kill off Nintendo just yet.
Don't kill them, no. Oh, don't kill them, no.
But it is time for a
a
Dutch lesson
random
first.
Dutch word of the week with Weasel. Okay. What the fuck? Klappertanden. Klappertanden. Repeat after me. Klappertanden. Chattering teeth. Chattering teeth. Chattering teeth. Teeth from the cold. Klappertanden. Thank you. Well, back again. Here's Weasel alone because Otter is very busy at the moment talking to people.
Sorry, not very professional, I know.
Shut up. Anywho, my expectations of the E3, I don't know. I hope that there are games coming out, like, I don't know what, but some games that interest me. I'm fairly interested in action games with level up based themes, such as Skyrim, of course, Oblivion, such as like a MMORPG game. And I'm also hoping for a new kind of shooter thing. Why? Because I do like shooters, but then again, I'm not anymore a big fan like of the Call of Duty franchise. I do play it sometimes because it's good for blowing off some steam. But then again, sometimes it isn't because of all those guys calling your mother everything they can remember teaching.
The
Yeah.
whole fucking internet basically fucked your mother.
Yeah. I asked her, like, Mom,
Do you have something to tell me?
and my dad, are you my real father? He said, well, yes, I am, but it could be X dash dash sniper XZ.
Exactly.
Shooters and MMORPGs.
Yes, there are those. There are a couple of them coming out. Is there anyone among them you're like,
I'm gonna vomit of your smell.
Go ahead. Are there any among the titles you're interested in that respect?
Well, sorry to say, I'm not interested anymore in Call of Duty, like I last said. Like Advanced Warfare, I couldn't give it. Stuttering with Weasel.
Yeah.
Provided by you.
You got a lot of that today. I'm too.
Provided by my vocal cords. I'm not interested in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare because, Call of Duty.
Nice.
I am actually quite interested in Destiny.
Yeah, because that's the both things you just said are combined in that game, shooting an MMORPG.
So I'm pretty curious about that, but is it coming out for the PS3? If it is, I might consider taking it.
I think so. I think it's coming out for Sony, but I wouldn't bet on PS3. I'm not sure. I think it's coming out in 2015, but I'm not sure. No.
What about Middle-earth?
Yeah, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. I didn't have the time to look up anymore. I know a little bit about it because I've read some things about it. It's sort of course, a Lord of the Rings game, duh. But it plays in Mordor, hence the title.
In Mordor?
Shadow of Mordor. And I don't really know anymore, but you're playing something in Mordor, and I'm not sure if you're stopping the evil or part of the evil or something. It's
one of the games that has been milked out to the fullest is, I'm sorry to say that, I'm also a big fan of this, but Lord of the Rings has been milked out.
The franchise, you mean?
Yeah, the games, especially the games, like I've played 1, 2 and 3.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Those games were actually pretty fun. Like most
They
movie
were
games
awesome.
suck balls.
I thought they were awesome, like the level up bases and you can play with Legolas.
That's pretty funny. I mean,
Aragorn and Gimli.
It wasn't too deep. It was just plain fun.
Yeah, like,
hey,
that's wrong. Let's chop his head off.
We're gonna play them in the future. I think I still have them for the Xbox.
Really?
We can record them. Yeah.
I still have them for the PS2.
They were pretty damn fun. Like I said, they weren't too deep. But then again, most movie games sucked balls. So when you played those, it was just a breeze. Just like, this is actually not that bad. What can we expect from E3? I'm thinking we're gonna see something from Evolve. It's a very generic title, but a very original game. It's from the makers of Left 4 Dead.
Ooh.
The game revolves around you in a team. Like, you can see where they're coming from. 4 people online or something, or 5 even. Everyone takes a role. Medic, tank, blah blah blah. And then there's one guy who's playing the bad guy and is sort of like the big boss monster. Like in Left 4 Dead, you had all these types of monsters which were bosses, but they were very easily killed once you knew how. But now you're a real big fucking monster, which is huge, and which takes a long time to kill. Like, you have to make tactics, games can run up to 10 to 20 minutes. Of course, you have minions as the bad guys, so
I want to be the bad guy.
Very interesting idea. Same here. Really looking forward to that.
This question again. Is it coming out for the PS3? Good to know, for you guys also. Or Xbox 360, of course.
This is also a game which is not coming out for a long time, I think.
Does it 2015?
I'm sorry. I should have looked up the dates, but let's say no. I don't think it's coming out for current gen.
Okay.
At least for PC. Then the new Star Wars Battlefront. Kind of looking forward to that, because when LucasArts was destroyed by Disney, so to say.
You've seen the picture, by the way.
Which picture?
Of
George Lucas?
Yeah. He was also standing with a lightsaber with the Disney characters. He looked like my life.
Well, he sold oh, he didn't. Yeah, he sold the shit up. It's his own damn fault. I mean, he sold his own company. But Star Wars Battlefront is still in the make by DICE, the guy from Battlefield. So, very interested in what they're gonna do. Are they gonna do something online instead of just a single player? I mean, they are kind of the best there is out there when it comes to multiplayer shooters.
Destructive background.
Yeah, who knows? It would be fucking awesome. Maybe some space fights?
Yeah, you can see like Walker just walk over people.
Yeah, or just a walker crashing down. What about that?
Walker crashing down in 3D. With 3D glasses of Google.
Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm not sure if that's the current gen one or next gen, because there's gonna be a gen game for us, like Xbox 360, PS3, and also of course the next gen one. But I'm not sure which one Unity was again. I do know the setting though. It's gonna play during the French Revolution in Paris.
Oh, speaking about Paris.
Don't say it yet. Just awkwardly stare. That's more fun. Good. It's just. Yeah, we're speaking about Paris, but that's okay.
It's alright.
Then The Division. We've already talked about that. We're probably gonna see more. The Division. We'll see if that's fun. Tomb Raider 2. Not sure if that's coming out, but it's sold pretty well. I mean, they said themselves it didn't, but.
Well, the Tomb Raider. I think most of the guys who buy it, of course, girls also.
Yeah, I wanted to say, watch your step, mate.
I know, but I think most of the guys and girls who buy that game, Tomb Raider, are in for the character mainly because of her body parts.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Yeah, but did you play the new one? She's a young one there with not that big perky boobs.
My dreams are shattered!
Sorry, but it's a very cool game. I would expect a new one, but maybe not now, because that's the real speculation, the Tomb Raider one. There's nothing from news, no trailers. We don't know. God of War 4? Probably.
God of War?
Yeah.
Whoa, wow. One of the most goriest games after Dante's Inferno I've ever played.
I think so? Well, bloody at least, of course. But do you think it's more gross than Mortal Kombat?
No, but I played it once. I played more, of course, than once. And I was new to the gory franchise. It was my first gory title, actually, God of War.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yes, and I was playing it, and then I was ripping someone's intestines open, belly open. I was like, oh my god, look at all that blood. And they're like, ooh.
Ooh, but do you think a new God of War is going to be announced?
I hope so.
Coming?
Well,
I think there's a new one in the
It's a good title, of course.
It's a good franchise. It ended with 3, but that doesn't mean the franchise is done. I mean, when there's money, there's new titles, people.
Look at Pokemon.
Yes, especially at Pokemon. Do you think the Wii U is going to come up with a shit ton of new titles? I mean, it kind of looks like they're heading in the direction. Like we said, like people are all just like, I don't Wii U, fuck that shit. And now they're coming out with Mario Kart 8 with that incredible astronomical sales figure number. And then Super Smash Brothers and
well, I don't know actually. Maybe they come out with games, but I think they would mostly be like, hey, this is sports too, or like side things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they can focus on like new things.
Iwata came up with it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
No. But yeah, I have that a little bit as well. What you say, like you always expect them to be innovative, but last year's in the fields of new games, not that much. But Iwata made an interesting statement. He said he was hinting at a new game. He said back in the day with Game Boy wasn't doing so well. I think you can see the comparison with the Wii U, which he's very aware of. And then he said, and then Pokemon appeared. And then all of a sudden the Game Boy was saved. Might be a new game this E3.
Big words, by the way.
Those are
very big words.
Yeah, but it is true. I mean, when you look at the past, the Game Boy sales were down very much. And that one game saved the whole freaking Game Boy.
Yeah. Pokemon.
So in a sense, it's big words for the Wii U, but I think he's kind of hinting that they got something new up their sleeve we're not aware of. And that's what interests me. Like, what are they gonna do now? I mean, we've seen them before with the new stuff. And we laughed at them.
We punched them. Like,
yeah, we punched them. We took their lunch money.
We made fun of Iwata.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, they rocked last generation. So
they were very kawaii.
Yeah. I don't know about that. We'll see.
Sugoi.
Sugoi. Other games which possibly could happen. Resident Evil 7. Dino Crisis from Capcom might come back as a rumor. There was an old game where you could shoot dinos. Why not?
Oh, that reminds me of Turok actually.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that, I think. And then possibly a Dishonored 2. I would love that. Dishonored was so much fun. It was a stealth game, a new one from Bethesda even, I think. It was the guy with a sort of steampunky mask. Just look it up, I'll keep talking.
It does ring some bells, actually.
A new Mass Effect, probably, because the franchise is done, like the initial trilogy, but they said more games are coming out. I hope so.
Where
Mass
money
Effect
is,
was
there's
awesome.
money, like you said.
Yeah, where money is, there's money.
Yep.
Okay. A new Uncharted, we've talked about that. Yeah, I've seen that one. I don't know about that Uncharted one after what Weasel said, if it's gonna be that good. Also, there's a lot going on at their studio right now, so we'll see about that. Of course, The Order, we already mentioned it. It's probably gonna be there. Project Beast from the Dark Souls team. There's a really small teaser I'll show you in a second. It's gonna be a Sony exclusive, and I don't know shit about it. If someone does, please tell us. But that looked interesting, and of course Project Morpheus for Sony. Project Morpheus. Do we know anything about that yet, Weasel?
Actually, we don't, actually.
No.
Because if you take the red pill or the blue pill, it doesn't matter. We don't know either way.
Nice. Very nice. Then over to Microsoft, of course, Halo 5 Guardians. I'm really expecting Halo 2 HD, which I mentioned before. More Sunset Overdrive stuff, please. I really want to see that. I really want to see more Sunset Overdrive. That game looks so awesome. And then over to Nintendo. They're gonna do a digital event this year. I was wrong last week, remember? I said they're coming to E3.
Yeah?
Nope.
Really? They can't?
Nope. They're still doing their same shitty thing they did last year. A pre-recorded event video in which they will do all their announcements. They will come to the E3 floor to show their games, but they're not doing a press conference.
Hey, Nintendo, what are you doing? Stop doing this.
Really weird. I don't know.
You're getting picked on in a few years.
I think they're gonna be being picked on, and then every time they're just gonna end up winning anyway. I hope it's like that. That's kind of a tradition now, right?
It is.
So, a new Super Smash Bros. Of course, later this year with Mega Man and the Wii Fitness Girl. Yeah, they're gonna be in the game.
Really? Mega Man has already died out for a fucking 20 to 30 years?
No, not that crazy. 10 to 20 or something.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. There are about 10 Mega Mans. Maybe, no, even more. There are much more Mega Mans.
Mega Man?
There's gonna be Hyrule Warriors, which is a hack and slash game in the Zelda universe.
Yeah, I thought the name sounded familiar.
Yep, so it's not gonna be a traditional adventure. Don't know much about it, but it sounds interesting. Just purely hack and slash. Of course, the new Pokemons, blah blah.
Indeed.
Bayonetta 2. Did you know the first Bayonetta? It was the girl with the incredibly long ponytail. It's very fast-paced, very Japanese hack and slash, and she also looked a bit like Sarah Palin. I'm not even kidding.
Why should you mention
I am not even kidding.
You
because it's
this?
True. She did look like her, but then badass.
God, I have weird things now in my head.
Don't do that.
Damn.
Some other rumors, a 3DS Metroid would be cool. Wow. Possible GameCube titles to be downloaded via online.
GameCube titles?
That would be awesome.
Wow, as we throw back in time.
Yeah, like Sony did that as well with PS1, PS2 titles being, of course, HD remastered sometimes, like we mentioned, and then put them on the download. That's pretty cool. Dang. I mean, most games are pretty hard to find retail in the boxes, of course. Well,
they are.
You could look up on eBay or Marktplaats if you're Dutch. But traditional stores don't sell that many PS1 titles anymore.
Well, they do. Some stores do, but if you find them, they're mostly like fucked up cases or
like
scratched CDs.
Second hand. Yeah, exactly.
You can't. I don't think you can buy them new.
No, I don't think so.
Well, maybe some.
They're not made anymore. If you buy them new, they're probably already 8 years old and never opened or something.
Yeah, some kind of that way.
But I guess we actually already went through it this time.
Last time. And
when we're gonna cut this down, it's probably gonna be around 35, so that's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Want to say some last words? Or?
Yes. Welcome. And bye.
I was Otter.
And I was Weasel.
And this was Furry Thoughts.
See you
next time, peoples.
Cheers.
See you next week when we're gonna talk about more E3.
What?
Right, that was that. What should we talk about now? What do you have to say about mushrooms?
Mushrooms are great.
Right, that was awesome.